Wow, I'd love to come to the party. Thank you so much for inviting me. Yeah, that sounds great. I'm a little bit nervous. I've never been to a party with English speakers before. My English isn't very good, but it would be a great opportunity to make some new friends. Yeah, I'll be there. Thanks again. All right, see you there. Bye. Hey guys, I just got invited to a party. What do you know about that? My very first party with other English speakers. Boy, I'm gonna be nervous, guys. My English isn't very good, but I want to try to make some new friends. Have you ever been in a situation like that where you're at a party and you're a little bit shy, you don't know what to say in English to make friends? Well, I want to give you one question today that will really help you just start a conversation with someone, right? So the question is, so how are you connected to the group? So how are you connected to the group? Now, this is a great question that you can use at the beginning of a conversation. So I'll give you an example. Just crossing the street here. So let's say we're at a party and I see someone new. All right, I could say, "Hi, I'm Mark. How are you doing?" "Good, thanks." So how are you connected to the group? Right? How are you connected to the group? You know, very often parties are places where you don't know everybody and everybody else doesn't know everybody either. So everybody kind of is meeting new people, right? So you're not the only one. I mean, maybe you are the only one, but for a lot of parties, you know, everybody is kind of new, or some people are new and you don't know, how does that person know that person? Everything's a bit confusing, right? But you can use this question. So how are you connected to the group? In almost all situations, this question will be great. And then it will, you know, lead to further conversation, right? Then the person will say, "Oh, well, I got invited to this group, by my friend, Sandra, who knows that person." And then you can talk, "Oh, that's cool. Okay." And then you can kind of build the conversation from there. You know, most of the time, the first question is the hardest, right? After the conversation is going a little bit, then you can relax, you know? Then you've already made a friend. They're nice, they're smiling, and you can relax. The first thing is always the hardest in anything, right? Just like making YouTube videos. You know, the very first video I made, I was so nervous. But now I'm a little bit more relaxed. Maybe I'm still nervous. I don't know. But anyway, so that's a great question. Now, some parties, there's like one host, right? Like a birthday party, for example, where everybody is connected to one person, the birthday boy or the birthday girl. Look at these peaceful streets, guys. Isn't this nice? So yeah, if you go to a birthday party, you know, everybody knows the birthday boy or girl. Let's say the person's name is Jenny. Okay, so then you could ask, so how are you connected to Jenny? How are you connected to Jenny? Right? Or you could say, how do you know Jenny? Okay, so in that case, we use that question because you know that there's one host and everybody's going to know the birthday boy or the birthday girl, right? That's how birthday parties work. Usually everybody knows the host. But for a lot of parties, people are kind of a little bit more confused. They don't know, like a lot of parties might not have a host, like a college party. You know, you get invited, let's say, to someone's house or somewhere, and there's a party. You don't know very many people, and you know other people don't know you, and they don't, everybody's new, right? It could be like kind of like some kind of a social gathering. Another word for a party, sometimes people say like a social gathering, some kind of some place where there are people, right? And you want to make new friends, you want to practice your English. So this is a great question to use. So how are you connected to the group? Or so how are you connected to Jenny, right? And then they will start talking, and then you can relax, right? It must be garbage day, guys. Look at this. Garbage. It's Wednesday today. Hey, another word for Wednesday is hump day. Have you ever heard that? Hump day, because it's in the middle of the week, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then after Wednesday you can start looking forward to the weekend, right? So Wednesday is kind of like halfway through the week, so that's why it's called hump day. So happy hump day, guys. It's Wednesday here in Vancouver. Well, I'm not quite in Vancouver, it's a little bit outside Vancouver, BC, Canada. So welcome to the beautiful neighborhoods here. Hey, maybe you'll get invited to a party here in BC. Wouldn't that be awesome? Look at that nice white SUV there. Man, these people have nice vehicles, nice houses, nice gardens. Look at those nice flowers. Wow, such a beautiful little yard. Beautiful flowers, trees, nice house. Well, maybe you will own a house there and you can invite me to your housewarming party. Hey, that's a kind of party. If you buy a house, or if you move into a house that's not really new, but if it's new to you, then that's called a housewarming party. Okay, so you could move into a place, let's say you buy this house here, then you could invite me to your housewarming party. What do you think about that? Wouldn't that be awesome? I would happily accept. I would say, yes, I got invited to a party. Now I can practice my English. So yeah, so there are lots of different kinds of parties, right? Most of the time this question will work. So how are you connected to the group, right? Now sometimes it might be like a club. Like if you go on Facebook, for example, if I were to go on Facebook and search for Vancouver meetup, some kind of a group that meets, right? It could be like a running group, a group that likes to go jogging together, maybe a group that likes to go out to restaurants, or like a wine and cheese club, or a reading club. So people like clubs, right? So if it's a club, you can ask the same question. You could say, so how are you connected to the group? But in that case, the person might already be part of the group. If the person is already part of the group, and you know that, then you can say, how did you get connected to the group? Okay, so then you need to use the past tense verb did. Right, in the other one, we're asking, so how are you connected to the group? But because it's a club, let's say it's a jogging club, like Vancouver Jogging Club, right, where people get together, maybe they go on different trails around, you know, Vancouver, and maybe once a week they go jogging together, and then they go to a restaurant, have some food or whatever, right? Then you could say, so how did you get connected to this group, or how did you find this group? Right, that's just a nice question to ask. Or how long have you been part of this group? You know, when did you join the club? How long have you been part of this club? Right, those kinds of questions are really good. So like I said, every party is a little bit different, every situation is a little bit different, but in almost, there's a cat. You know what we say in English? If a black cat crosses the road, well, it's not black, it's more like gray with white paws. Wonder if his name is Socks. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. I think he's a bit scared of me. So we say if a cat crosses the road, a black cat, that's bad luck. How about in your culture? Is that bad luck if a black cat crosses the road here? It just came out from under that car there. Still eyeing me. If someone is looking at you, or an animal, or you can say they're eyeing you. So that cat, look at that, still eyeing me. It's got his eyes on me. He's eyeing me. So eye is a noun, but eye can also be a verb, to eye someone or something, right? So yeah, every party's a little bit different. Every, different groups, every social event is a little bit different. But most of the time, you can use this question. So how are you connected to the group? Or how did you get connected to the group? If your English is not very good, then it's good to ask some questions so that the other person will start talking. And then when they start talking, you can relax a little bit, right? Because then you don't have to be speaking as much. So it's good to know some questions. And especially it's good to know questions that will break the ice. You know what that means? To break the ice means to break the awkwardness, the initial awkwardness when you meet with someone for the first time. When you don't know anybody, you're a little bit nervous, a little bit awkward. But after the awkwardness gets broken, then you're friends. And you can relax and be yourself. You can talk and meet new people. That's called breaking the ice. Okay. So this is a great question for you to break the ice. All right. So this is one of the first questions you can ask. So how are you connected to the group? That's what I would do. I was at a party a few weeks ago and I used this question with a few people. I talked with someone for a few minutes. Hi, John, how are you doing? Oh, good. So how are you connected to the group? Right? You can even use that, the first question. Hi, so how are you connected to the group? You can use that right away without even saying, how are you? Oh, wow, take a look at this garden, guys. Another nice garden. Look at that red bush. Have you ever seen a bush like that? Sort of like a dark red. I think this color, you could call it like a maroon, maybe a burgundy or maroon, that kind of dark red, almost like a red and brown. It's called burgundy or maroon. So anyway, yeah, those questions are really good, okay? So how are you connected to the group? If it's a group. If it's not a group, if it's like a birthday party, you can still use that. But if there's one host, then you could say, so how are you connected to Jenny? How are you connected to John? How did you meet John? All right, so it's a great way to all right, my voice is getting hoarse. Someone asked me yesterday in the comments, Mark, why do you always lose your voice in the videos? My answer is, I don't know. I have no idea, but take a look at this nice Christmas colored tree. Look at that, it's like green and red. Wow, it's almost like a Christmas tree. A Christmas tree. A Christmas colored Christmas tree. Isn't that spectacular? That's awesome. So yeah, if there's one person, it's natural and it's a good idea to find out how a person is connected to the group, right? That's just a very first question you want to know. You don't have to ask that question, but it's a good kind of question to ask. I hope this question really helps you, because if you can just ask one or two questions at the beginning of a party or any kind of social event, it'll really help you make friends, and your confidence will really get boosted. If you can be in some situations where you can really use your English. Most of the time people's English is better than their confidence. So your confidence might be low, but your English might be good. You don't feel like your English is good, but really you just need a little bit more confidence, right? So this question, I think, will help you. It'll help you get talking, and once you're talking, then your confidence will go up, up, and up. So hey, I wish all the best for you guys. Thank you for watching my videos. I hope my videos will help you in situations like this. Let me know if you want me to make more party videos where I can teach you how to interact with people at parties. Sometimes people ask that question. They say, Mark, teach me how to speak English at a party. Well, here's a first question you can ask. Let me know if you want more. and I'll be happy to make more for you guys. I just want to help you in these situations. So thank you again for joining me. I love you guys so much. Smash like on your way out, and I'll see you over in the next episode of Mad English TV.